Ever wondered what kind of chaos would unfold if One Piece characters snagged themselves some devil fruits? After diving deep into over 100 of these bad boys, I've zeroed in on the ultimate matches. And who better to kick things off with than the legendary Pirate King himself, Goldie Roger. The dude was a beast, wielding insane hacky powers, and as far as we know, the guy never took an L. Imagine Roger, already a force to be reckoned with, chomping down on a devil fruit. What kind of power-up are we talking? Let's play around with a couple of possibilities, starting with the Mera Mera no Mi, the same one his kid gobbled up. Beyond the usual Logia perks, Roger could totally innovate, maybe combining it with his epic sword skills for some fiery, long-distance smackdowns. Picture him zooming around on flame jets. Sounds wild, right? But this is Roger we're talking about, going big or going home. Now onto the Gomu Gomu no Mi, or as the cool kids call it, the Hito Hito no Mi, model Nika. This mythical Zoan fruit is a big no-no for the world government and is legendary for its connection to Joy Boy, considering Roger and Luffy are like two peas in a pirate pod, sharing vibes and even catchphrases. It's not too far-fetched they'd rock the same devil fruit. Roger would probably awaken its full potential, stepping into its reality-bending powers just like Luffy. And, for kicks, I sketched Roger as the sun god. Trust me, he looks epic. So, which fruit wins for Roger? I'm leaning towards the Gomu Gomu no Mi because of its link to Luffy and Joy Boy. But, let's be real, a fiery Roger would be off the charts too. Switching gears to Zoro, the Straw Hat's right-hand man and sword whiz aiming to be the world's top swordsman. His signature move, the three-sword style. The perfect devil fruit for him would amp up this technique. At first glance, Mr. One's Supa Supa no Mi seems like a no-brainer, letting him morph into blades. Handy if he's ever swordless. But let's face it, those makeshift swords can't hold a candle to his prized blades like Enma or Shusui. So, how about spicing things up with a Logia fruit? Nah, let's get wild and pitch a fruit you've probably never heard of, wielded by Vice Admiral Onigumo. This unnamed spider-themed Zoan fruit could give Zoro 6 extra arms, letting him wield 9 swords at once. Imagine the new moves he could pull off. Sure, Zoro's done the 9-sword gig with Asura, but this way, he'd save a ton of energy and could collect even more legendary swords to use simultaneously. Honestly, finding a better fit than this for Zoro? Good luck! By the way, remember that if you want a devil fruit, you must subscribe and tell me in the comments which one you want. I will take care of getting it for you. Alright, next up we've got Zoro's arch nemesis, Dracul Mihawk. The dude's basically the GOAT of swordsmen and our intro to the warlord system in One Piece. Mihawk swings around Yoru like it's nobody's business, and from the little scuffles we've seen, dude's on an emperor's level of badass. Plus, his whole vibe is a nod to the legendary Dracula, from his name, a sneaky spin on Dracula, to his gothic getup. So, for a guy who's essentially a vampire in pirate form, the Kage Kage no Mi, originally chomped by Moria, seems like a perfect match. Picture this, Mihawk collecting shadows as trophies from anyone foolish enough to face him, turning his challengers into sun-fried toast upon defeat. But wait, there's another devil fruit that might just top that for Mihawk, the Bato Bato no Mi, Model, vampire. Yes, it's a real thing in the One Piece world, at least in the game Unlimited World Red, turning the Eater into a full-blown vampire with teleportation and life-draining powers. Though it's not canon, it's hard to argue this wouldn't be the ultimate pick for Mihawk, meshing perfectly with his vampire theme. Switching gears to Kazuki Odin, the Legend of Wano. This guy's sword skills and haki are off the charts. The first devil fruit I'd hand him is Enel's Goro no Mi, the one that lets you control lightning. Why? Odin's already got the offense down. With this Logia-type fruit, he'd be untouchable, zipping around at lightning speed. The only downside is if he faced someone immune to lightning, but how often does that happen? Then there's the Inu Inu no Mi, model, Okuchi no Makami, turning the user into a guardian wolf deity. It's a neat fit for Odin, considering his royal lineage and love for Wano. This mythical Zoan would beef up his physical game without cramping his samurai style. though I can't see him using its ice powers much. He's all about that sword life. If we're powering up characters to their max with devil fruits, I'd say Enel's lightning fruit edges out for Odin. It's dubbed one of the invincible fruits for a reason, and Odin wielding it would be a sight to behold. So, we're diving into the enigma that is red-haired Shanks. This guy is a titan among emperors in one piece, rocking Conqueror's haki like it's going out of style. Fun fact, his crew's the only top-tier squad where nobody's munching on devil fruits. But let's shake things up. What if Shanks had a devil fruit boost? First contender, the Yami Yami no Mi, currently Blackbeard's pride and joy. This Logia type turns you into a darkness magnet, nullifying any devil fruit powers it touches. Why slap this on Shanks? Well, the dude's a haki maestro, especially with the Conqueror's haki. Toss in the ability to cancel out enemy powers, and he's basically the final boss without an endgame. Picture Shanks pulling a vacuum cleaner move on weapons and devil fruit powers alike. Admirals with their fancy Logia abilities? They'd have to go old school with just haki, and against Shanks, that's a tall order. Then there's the Magu Magu no Mi, the Magma masterpiece wielded by Akainu. Creator Oda tagged this one as top tier in defense. Shanks sporting this, with his fiery locks, would be a sight for sore eyes. But it's not all about aesthetics. This devil fruit lets you spew magma like a living volcano. Imagine Shanks swinging his sword and unleashing a hellish wave of magma. It's not just about being untouchable, it's about being aggressively in your face. Speed, power, and a no-fuss attitude in combat? That's Shanks with the Magu Magu no Mai. While turning into a black hole sounds epic, Shanks rocking the Magu Magu no Mi feels like the ultimate power move. It's straightforward, devastating, and doesn't need any fancy tricks. Shanks doesn't have to change his fighting style. He just gets a massive upgrade in firepower, or magma power in this case. So, if we're decking out Shanks with a devil fruit, the Magu Magu no Mi takes the cake. It's the perfect match for a powerhouse who's all about getting down to business. Alright, let's talk about Monkey D. GARP, the marine legend. This guy's strength is off the charts, straight up island wrecking with a single punch. GARP's all about that old school brawl. No weapons, just his fists. So what devil fruit could possibly match up to his epic throwdown style? First up, the Gura Gura no Mi. Imagine pairing those quake-producing powers with GARP's haymakers. Honestly, it's a match made in heaven, possibly even better suited for GARP than Whitebeard. This fruit needs hands to work its magic. And while Whitebeard was juggling his Bicento, GARP could be dishing out shockwaves with every punch. The result? Absolute devastation. Then there's this lesser-known Zoan fruit, used by the Vice Admiral who turns into a Dalmatian. Given GARP's penchant for physical prowess, any Zoan fruit would boost his game by ramping up his strength without bogging him down. Plus, GARP's always rocking that dog motif. On his mask, ship, you name it. It's a fun idea, but let's get real. The Gura Gura no Mi is the powerhouse pick here. Switching gears to Ben Beckman, Shanks' right-hand man. He's a hockey pro, known for his sharpshooting. Picking a fruit for him was tricky, but here's a curveball. Foxy's Noro no Mai. Before you laugh it off, imagine the possibilities. Beckman could slow down attacks, or even opponents, setting them up for a perfect shot. With his skills, he could take Foxy's gimmick and turn it into a strategic masterpiece. Now onto the Dark King, Silver's Rayleigh. The man's a legend, no devil fruit needed. But if we had to choose, the Yami Yami no Mi seems like a no-brainer. It's not just because of the cool Dark King meets Darkness power vibe. This fruit, with its ability to nullify others and act as a black hole, could level the playing field against heavy hitters like admirals. Rayleigh, already a hockey master, wielding this fruit, unstoppable. While any Logia might boost Rayleigh's abilities, the thematic and strategic fit of the Yami Yami no Mi is just too perfect to pass up. It's all about enhancing strengths and balancing the scales in these high-stake battles. Alright folks, that's a wrap on our devilish deep dive into what could have been for some of One Piece's most iconic figures. If you dug the ride through these hypothetical power-ups, smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more mind-bending matchups and One Piece shenanigans. Catch you on the next wave, crew.